Good morning. How the devil are you doing this fine day? Me? I've got to be honest, I'm a little shocked to discover that it's November already. How the hell did that happen? Right, before we run out of year entirely, let's roll the intro and get this show on the road. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. It's Monday, the 1st of November. Pinch punch, first of the month and all that. And as that remarkably persistent guy just said, welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony. In today's show, Fawley chimney falls. A colossus stirs in Ipswich. Cement price hike signals an industry out of step with the environmental world in which we're all living. JCB has clinched a multi-billion-pound hydrogen deal. And an important new book swells the industry's sum of knowledge, literally today. We'll get to all of that in just a second. But first, let's see who among the rich and the shameless will be celebrating a birthday on this day of days.
Happy birthday!
And it's many happy returns to South African golfing legend Gary Player. Happy birthday also to the publisher of Hustler magazine, which I've never read, honest, Larry Flint, and to the songwriter behind Meatloaf's Bat Out of Hell, Jim Steinman, to Apple CEO Tim Cook, swimmer Sharon Davis, and to Red Hot Chili Peppers frontman Anthony Kiedis. Happy birthday also to Welsh footballer Mark Sparky Hughes and to Rick Allen, the one-armed drummer from Def Leppard. Many happy returns to them, one and all. One of the great benefits of demolition contractors tending to carry out major implosions at the weekend is that we get to start the week in explosive style. Well, yesterday, the latest explosive event took place at the Fawley power station down on the Hampshire coast. A 198-metre tall chimney was brought down at the former oil-fired facility that was decommissioned in 2013 after operating for more than 40 years. The controlled blast took place shortly after 7 o'clock in the morning in some truly awful weather. In fact, the developer was unable to go ahead with a planned drone live stream because the wind and the rain was so bad. However, we did manage to secure some pretty raw footage. Here you go. Congratulations to everyone involved. A job well done, particularly given the incredible weather that the coast was experiencing yesterday.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility, and productivity. It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
In a quiet corner of Ipswich, here in the UK, a colossus is stirring. A colossus that is set to take the US by storm. This absolute beast is the latest monster to emerge from Kirkuric Excavators, and it is destined to join the fleet of Homrich in the US, the company of Scott Homrich, the current president of the National Demolition Association over in America. The stats on this machine are amazing. It can take a 6-ton tool at a working height at 48.5 meters. It can take a 9-ton attachment to 42 meters, and at 30 meters, it can wield a 15-ton tool. In its heaviest configuration, the machine weighs in at a whopping 298 tons. Congratulations to the team at Kirkuric on yet another astonishing piece of engineering. We will be watching Homrich very, very closely for when that new monster goes out to feed for the first time. Is it a necessary price hike that reflects the rise in energy costs, or is it the last roll of a dice for an industry that finds itself totally out of step with the current environmental landscape? Whatever the reason, Construction Inquirer today is reporting that cement producers are planning to hike prices by an eye-watering £15 per tonne. The industry-wide price hike amounts to an increase of around 16% and will come into force at the end of this year. It threatens to send shockwaves through construction, taking the annual price rise to an unprecedented 30% over the year. A precast user quotes let me try that again. A precast user quote in Construction Inquirer said, "The shocking thing is we are being told that there is no point in trying another supplier because all the key producers are putting up prices by similar amounts. We're being told that this is basically non-negotiable." Even setting aside the latest round of price hikes, the cement industry clearly doesn't concern itself with public relations and popular opinion and PR optics. The sector is already widely known as one of the worst emitters of greenhouse gases. Several articles have claimed that if the sector was a country, it would be the third worst emitter behind China and the US. So, as world leaders gather in Glasgow for the COP26 conference on climate change, cement producers had an opportunity to pin their colours to the environmental mast. But instead of that, they decided to send a poorly timed signal that money matters just a little bit more than the planet. If the cement industry was looking for a guide on how to deliver a timely environmental message, they could do worse than to look to the marketing machine that is JCB. The company had already positioned itself at the very forefront of both electric and hydrogen fueled machine development. And then, on the eve of the COP26 climate change conference, came the news that JCB has signed a deal to buy billions of pounds of green hydrogen, defined as hydrogen produced using renewable energy. The deal means JCB will take 10% of the green hydrogen made by the Australian firm Fortescue Future Industries, or FFI. FFI said the deal was the first of a kind partnership that would see it become the UK's largest supplier of the clean fuel. Production, mostly done outside the UK, is expected to begin early next year. JCB and Rise Hydrogen, a company founded by Lord Bamford's son Joe, would then distribute in the UK. This latest news comes hot on the heels of an announcement that JCB is spending £100 million on a project to produce super efficient hydrogen engines to power its machinery. Cement producers, that is how you respond to an environmental crisis.
Axoft and Svantec are your high-end partners for noise, vibration, dust and air quality systems, sensors and software. To find out more, visit axoft.co.uk or call 01234 639 550.
Demolition books, particularly those that are educational in nature, are a rare and a precious commodity. So today is an important day as a new book, Dangerous Structure, Emergency Response, is officially launched. Now, I was lucky enough to get an advance copy ahead of an extended and exclusive interview with author Paul Fawley, the first civilian to set foot inside the Grenfell Tower after the fire that claimed the lives of more than 70 people. The shadow of Grenfell falls over much of the book. In fact, most of the proceeds from the sale of the book will be going to Grenfell charities. But the remainder will be going to the Mates in Mind mental health charity. Paul Fawley himself stands to make absolutely nothing from the book. But there is much more to the book than just Grenfell, the Grenfell fire and the subsequent response. In addition to providing an invaluable guide for anyone dealing with a dangerous structure, there's also an enjoyable narrative running through the book too. There's a lot of human interest and even some humour as well. Now, as I mentioned, we've recorded an interview with the author Paul Fawley of Deconstruct. That video actually dropped on our members-only platform late last week, and thanks to Louise Carney, who has asked me to do it. I've just put a link back into the chat for that members-only platform. But you can now see that interview on demolitionnews.com right now. It's the lead story as we speak. But before you go and watch that, can I urge you to go and buy a copy, or better still, multiple copies? You can order yours using the link in the chat, or if you're watching this on catch up, you can see it in the description of today's show. Really would urge you. It's a very, very good book. It's a very, very good cause that everyone stands to win by buying a copy.
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
Now, don't forget, there's still a chance to win a pair of superb ballistic tested block safety glasses with interchangeable lenses. This is what they look like.
Here at Block, safety is the first thing that we think about. We were looking at different types of glasses on the market, and we realised that we could produce something better. All three lenses that come with the glasses all have an anti-fog coating on. Anti-fog coating is really important if you're driving any heavy machinery, so you've got clear field of vision. So the lenses within the Block construction glasses have maximum UV protection. Polycarbonate is inherently UV protective. Even if you scratch it, it's not going to allow any harmful UV rays to come through. It's also impact resistant and shock resistant. So they're designed, if they take any impact, they're not going to shatter and go into your eyes. The lens always remains in one piece.
For your chance to win a pair of those safety glasses, just follow the link in the chat for today's show, and good luck. That pretty much wraps up the show for today. I'm off to investigate reports of a strange noise in the Worthing area where my parents now live. The sound of something going pop repeatedly. No idea what that is. I'll let you know how I get on. I will, of course, be back here tomorrow morning, usual time, usual place, tomorrow morning for more of this old stuff and nonsense. I will roll the outro in just a second before leaping gazelle-like over into the chat to see what you're all saying today. But until then, stay safe, look after yourself, your family, your friends, and your colleagues. And I will see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.